One boy's mother had passed away. The last thing she told him was, "Don't turn off the light and stay away from dark corners." The boy nodded, trying himself to avoid getting too close to the corners when it got dark, sometimes feeling like something was moving there in the darkness. The boy's father had gone far away due to a new job, so the boy stayed with his grandmother. His grandmother was kind but very old, and she economized on electricity. She found the streetlights glow outside their window sufficient. It was so bright that one could read a book by the window. However, the boy's room was further inside the house, and not much light reached there, leaving the corners of his room always shrouded in darkness. To cope with his fear, the boy placed large toys in each corner as guardians to protect him at night. Every time the boy returned from school, he noticed his grandmother putting the toys back into a box, and he would promptly place them back in the corners. One day, upon returning from school, the boy noticed that the large plastic crocodile they had bought with his mother was missing. He hadn't played with it in a long time, but its large jaws filled with teeth made him feel it would be a good guardian. The boy asked his grandmother about the crocodile, but she shrugged and said, "Clean up your toys, then they won't disappear." After that, every morning, the boy began putting away his toys himself, but each new morning brought fewer toys. The once full box quickly emptied. The teddy bear with a detached paw, a gift from his mother when she herself was a child, lasted the longest. The toy soldiers fought for a long time, but eventually, they too disappeared completely. The boy pleaded with his grandmother to buy new toys, but she bought him a set of racing cars and said there would be no new toys until her next pension payment. The racing cars disappeared within 2 nights, and the boy now had nothing left to cover the corners of his room. He made guardians out of paper, but they were easily blown away by the first gust of wind from the window. The boy lay in bed and couldn't sleep. He tried not to look into the darkness, but still, he saw something rolling in the dark corners and heard a quiet rustling, as if snake skin was rubbing against itself. The light from the street lamp barely illuminated the boy's bed, with everything else covered in impenetrable darkness. "I should have asked my friends from school for their toys," thought the boy. Suddenly, the boy heard a loud creak, then another. It was only then that he felt his bed move. Something from the darkness grabbed the legs of his bed and pulled it towards itself. The boy jumped up and leapt straight out of the window. It was summer, and the window was open, but the curtains caught the boy like a spider's web catches an insect. The boy screamed, but no one heard him. Something cold wrapped around the boy and pulled him back into the room. The last thing the boy saw was his small paper guardians bravely rushing towards something in the dark corner, but their thin paper hands couldn't harm him.